Pre-grief, it is one of the loneliest feelings a person can have. Because how do you explain to someone, I'm sad about losing you, and you're right here? Here's why this happens. Somewhere in your past, something good was taken, without warning, without preparation, and your brain learned a devastating lesson. Good things end, and it will hurt less if you start preparing now. For men, this creates a specific and tragic pattern in relationships. The moment a connection becomes real, becomes something that could actually hurt if lost, the man pulls back, not because he doesn't care, because he cares so much that his system is already preparing for the ending. He doesn't enjoy the relationship, he survives it, always braced, always 1 foot out, not from coldness, from love, wearing armor. And the next one will change how you see everyone around you. The sudden stranger. You look at someone you know well, a friend, a girlfriend, someone you've spent years with, and for a brief second, they look like a stranger. Not a bad feeling, not a good one. Just blank, like you're seeing them for the first time with no memory attached. You might panic slightly. Do I still care about this person? Is something wrong with us? But nothing happened. Nothing changed. This is not distance. It's not a sign your feelings are gone. This is called the sudden stranger. You've seen this face so many times that your brain stopped actively seeing it. And then, for one strange second, it reloads. The borrowed self. The feeling that your personality might not be yours. This is the one. Sit with this. Think about your opinions, your taste in music, your sense of humor, the way you carry yourself, what you find attractive, what you believe about the world, what you think a man should be. Now ask yourself, did I choose any of that, or did I absorb it? From a father who never said he was proud of you, and you've been chasing male approval ever since. From a group of friends who defined what was cool, and you quietly became that. From a culture that told you what strength looks like, and you built your entire identity around performing it. From the first woman who made you feel seen, and you've been trying to replicate that feeling with every woman since. Where does absorbed end and chosen begin? Do you actually know? This is called the borrowed self, and it is not rare. It is the default setting of almost every man alive. Here's how it happens. As a boy, you needed belonging. Belonging required fitting in. Fitting in required mirroring. So you watched who got respect, who got girls, who got power, who was left out, and you calibrated. And by the time you became an adult, you had a fully functional, socially optimized personality that belonged almost entirely to other people. And the terrifying thing about this, it doesn't feel fake. Because you've worn it so long, it feels like skin. The wrong timeline, this one is hard to describe. But you felt it. You're going about your life, completely normal day, and suddenly this thought lands. This isn't the life I was supposed to have. Not regret. Not sadness exactly. Something stranger. Like you're watching a film and slowly realizing you're not the main character. You're a side character in a story that drifted away from what it was supposed to be. This isn't depression. It's not a midlife crisis. This feeling doesn't mean your life is wrong. It means your story needs rewriting. Not escaping, not destroying. Rewriting. You're not in the wrong life. You're in a chapter that hasn't made sense yet. The question isn't, how do I get back to the other timeline? It's, what story am I actually trying to live? The phantom conversation. You're alone, driving, showering, lying in bed, and you start talking, not out loud, but in your head, to someone who isn't there. You're rehearsing a fight that hasn't happened, defending yourself against something nobody said, winning an argument that exists entirely inside your own skull, or replaying a conversation from years ago, finally saying what you should have said, except the person isn't there. The moment is gone, and you're arguing with a ghost. And here's where it hits hardest. Men who struggle to express themselves in real life become perfect communicators in their head. In there, you say everything right, but outside, nothing. So the real conversation never happens. The tension never leaves. The relationship never clears. And slowly, you become emotionally fluent in private and silent in real life. The Sunday darkness. Sunday evening. Nothing is wrong. The week was fine. Nothing bad happened. But around 5 or 6 p.m., something descends. A specific kind of heaviness. Dread, but for nothing specific. Sadness, but for no reason. A restlessness that no activity can fix. You can't enjoy the night. You can't relax. Something in your chest just sits there. Heavy, unmoving, unexplained. You felt this so many times you almost think it's normal. It's not random. Here's the real psychology. Monday through Saturday, you're moving, work, goals, tasks, responsibilities. You have a function, you have a role, you have forward momentum. And then Sunday evening arrives, and the noise stops. And in that silence, a question rises from somewhere underneath everything. Is this it? Is this what my life is? Am I actually happy or just busy? That dread you feel on Sunday evenings is not anxiety about Monday. It is a confrontation with meaning. Arrival, fallacy, You worked for something. Really worked. The promotion, the goal, the girl, the moment, and then you got it. And within hours, sometimes minutes, it felt like nothing. Not happiness, not relief. Just a hollow, flat, slightly confusing emptiness. Like the win didn't count. Like you didn't count. You think maybe you wanted the wrong thing. Maybe you're broken. Maybe happiness isn't real. None of that. This is called arrival fallacy, a term coined by psychologist Tal Ben-Shahar. The invisible leash. You make a decision confidently, clearly, and then, out of nowhere, you start to feel this pull. Not logic, not reasoning. A pull back toward the familiar, back toward what's comfortable. Even when what's comfortable is also what's been hurting you. You know you should leave that job, but you stay. You know that dynamic is toxic, but you return. You know the pattern is broken, but you repeat it. And the confusing part is, you're not stupid. You can see exactly what you're doing. Watching yourself do the thing you know is wrong, helpless to stop it. Like a leash you can't see, but absolutely feel. The wrong timeline, the conversations with ghosts, the Sunday darkness, the memories that might not be real, the invisible leash pulling you back to what hurts, pre-grieving what you still have, and the self you might have borrowed without ever knowing it. None of these are random. None of these are flaws. They are the unread messages from the most complicated system you will ever interact with, your own mind. If this hits something real for you, share it with someone you think needs to hear it, not for the algorithm, just because someone in your life might be running too, and they deserve to stop.